creatives, how are you? Welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel, creating a graphic novel. So we're actually doing something different on the channel. This is one of the reasons I created the YouTube channel, is for this project here. It's one of my secret projects that I'm working on at the moment. So I'll be creating a graphic novel from start to finish, and this is part one of that. So I've done my line work here. As you can see, I've been playing around with different options and different angles and things like that there. These are my two characters that I created a long time ago, and I really want to do something with them. And because technology's moved on where you can actually do everything and self-publish, I'm in a position to actually be able to do something. So these are my two characters. This guy's called Mick, and this guy's called Mac. So I've just done some rough pencil work of the two characters there. I'm going to do different versions of this and then pick which one I want to use. But this is a portion of the front cover. There's going to be a lot of elements in the front cover, but this is kind of the focal point of the front cover. So I've got my trusty Stadler, and I'm going to do some inking in this video just so we can see what's happening. So I'm just going to start inking on here and just get the kind of line work done, inking work should I say. I'm going to change pens because and his eyebrow there, and his over eyebrow there. Let's stand up for a little bit of this. So yeah, as you can see in the expressions on the face and his nose, there is something happening here. Which is what the graphic novel's about. I'm not going to go into detail of what the graphic novel's about. So this is Mick. Just going over this line again because the other pen was too thin. There. So that's his head inked in. Just go over this line again because it's a bit thin. There. And it's like a teardrop shaped head. It's kind of his nickname. He, as in Mac, will call him Teardrop Head. So he's going to get his collar in. Yeah, I've had these characters since the 90s. I know, right? I'm that old. So I'm actually going to do, I've been thinking about this for the last couple of years. I want to do a graphic novel because I've got a story. I've got several stories actually, but you know, over the years. And I want to actually do this now. So we've got the stripes on his tie. There. That's his tie. He wears a tie. He doesn't. Mac doesn't wear a tie, but he has collars. Just doing his arm. There. Bring that out there. His sleeve. And then the rest of his arm, his shoulder, down to the sleeve there. And let's get his hand in. There. Let's start inking in Mac. They are aliens, as you can see. They don't have noses like humans because they're not human. It's quite difficult to ink over that. Let me just scratch the side there. It's a little waxy. It's unfortunate. It's a little waxy. Is that blue? The pencils that I'm using are non-photo pencils, so that when I do scan them in, they don't show up, but they're not that easy to draw on, as I'm finding. Yeah, the tip ends seem to get clogged. I don't know why that is. This is Mac's hair. Mick doesn't have hair. And get his mouth in. Like that. Little chin dimple. Get his round face in there, and then get his collar in. I'm going to change his collar a little bit. Just going to make it a little bit bigger. And then there from the side. Then his shoulder will come here. I'm going to change the position of the arms in another version. It's very difficult to draw on here. And then his sleeve down here, and then his hand. So I'm going to scribble off the side to try and make the pen work. And get his other arm done. Yeah, so the pens I actually use are Staedtler pigment liners. The one I'm using at the moment is 0.5. The pencils that I use are Sketcher non-photo blue pencil. That's the ones I use there. See the blue. See if I can get his eye coloured in because it looks very weird. I mean, I can fill it in properly in the software. Let's crutch there, and just take it all the way down to the bottom of the page. Because I think probably about this, it'll probably be covered with whatever's going on in the rest of the front cover. Or I may have to add feet in, which is fine. And Mick is in front of Mac, that's why he looks a little bit bigger. That's his shirt there. and pull that in there. His trouser there. His pocket to his trouser, and then that's the side of his trousers there, and then it goes over Mac's trousers, and the crotch area there, his leg there. Let's do his other arm. Bit of wrinkles on the shirt, the sweatshirt actually, because he wears a jumper over the top of his shirt. And get his other hand in. And just get his fingers in there. His trouser leg goes down and down again, all the way down to the bottom. We'll add that seam in there, down the side of his leg, seam there. Get his other leg in. There we go. So that's the first version. Of the front cover, lined in. Just make that eye a little bit bigger. Fill in his eyes. I must order a set of these pens because I need a thicker one really. So his Mac's body comes down here. Kind of there, and his arm would come down kind of here behind Mick. So that's basically kind of the fundamentals. I'll just colour this eye in because it looks a bit weird. Let's colour it in black. I know I can fix it in the software. But, yeah. So that's basically where we are with them. But what I will do is, so I've got a different version of this where Mac has got his arm up, and I want to do that. So I've got a version of it here. Let me just plug my light box in. There. And then what I would do is I would line Mac up. I'd get my masking tape out, and I'll line Mac up here so that he fits. See, so he fits in there like so. He fits in. Fit his body in. Let's see if his arm, his shoulder lines up there, and then I'll mask that in. See, he's putting his hand up slightly there, so I just want to mask that area off. So I've got a different version of the front cover. Mask that off there, and then put a sheet of paper over the top. Because it is a light box, we can do that. and we sit it back over the top of both our characters there, that you can see. Okay, there. So what I might do is I might actually cut it so it just covers over Mac and the bit that I want to add. As you can see, so it just covers over the bit that we want to create or change there. And we sit this over the top so we can see through. There's Mark, there's Mick, and we just sit this back here and we create a different version of the front cover. I think there's going to be about 3 or 4 different versions that I'm going to try, and then I'm going to pick which one I want to do. Okay. So in the next video, let's put this on. In the next video, we're actually going to do another line pass over this using this arm here, this new arm here, for our second version of the front cover. So I'd like to thank you for your company. I'll see you in the next video. Stay creative.